All right, I am back from lunch. My stomach is no longer whining and crying for food. I'm going to continue working in Inky. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Joanna Basford, as the title plate says. I'm going to start working on some gold. I'm probably going to, excuse me, I'm going to jump around, between the background and the gold and the leaves and the gems. I got a few more colors out for the gems. I got another color for the leaves. I'm going to try to keep it just these few colors. I'm going to roll my goldies over here a little closer. And then just see what's what. I'm just having a relaxing day after, excuse me, after all of the hubbub of Thanksgiving, which we had a lovely Thanksgiving. We stayed home. We didn't go anywhere. I didn't want to drive all the way back to Ohio. See, that was dark umber. It was dark umber, and this is light umber. Didn't want to drive all the way back to Ohio and then drive all the way back to Ohio again for Christmas. So we stayed here in North Carolina and had a good old time, honestly, if I'm being honest. A yellow ochre. We had fun. We cooked, my husband brined a turkey using an Alton Brown recipe. And it turned out amazing. Oh my gosh. Like next year, I think I might buy him an actual brining bucket, which would make him happy. And then, I made potatoes and I made green beans. Not green bean casserole because I hate green bean casserole. But I took green beans and a little bit of butter, some sunburst yellow, some garlic powder and onion powder, and I have, I make bacon for the girls every now and then for breakfast, or, I put them on a sandwich or something. So I have the pre-cooked bacon. So I had some of that. I ripped it up and tossed it in there. Salt, pepper. And some water. So I steamed them in the pan. And then as the water evaporated, I then sauteed them. And so that turned out really nice. A deco yellow. So that turned out really nice. And we had a Cheesecake Factory cake from the store and a pumpkin pie and oh goodness, I think that was it. I mean, I made it a stuffing. I made stuffing for my husband because he likes stuffing. I don't like stuffing. Some white, my baby white. So we had a good Thanksgiving. It was nice. It was quiet. A couple days later, we went on a hike. Around here, where we live, there are so many nature preserves. It's amazing. And so we went to one of them that had a trail that was more suited to kids, with a 4-year-old. I needed something that was, I'm just taking my dark umber and darkening up some spots that I think need it. And This is what I do all the time. I just flip back and forth. I say, oh, I picked up this color. It could use a little bit more over here. Oh, I need to knock that back. Or, you know, whatever. Get a little more situated here. So I do go over at least twice. Again, so I can move and manipulate and figure out how much brown I want and how much yellow ochre and all that. So I just flip back and forth. You can hear my pencils hit my table because they're right next to me. Yeah, so we went on a hike and it was really nice. It was beautiful. It was like 60-something degrees outside. And because again, North Carolina, moved away from Ohio for a reason. And that reason was cold. So it was very nice and it was a beautiful area. And so my oldest and I, we did a big 6.3 mile hike the weekend before, and we had made at the beginning hiking sticks, and big bamboo sticks, and we got to decorate them, and it was really, really fun. And my daughter was the only one in the troop of the 5 that went, was the only one who was not at the end or any part through it, actually, asking if anybody had batteries or a charger for her legs or her feet. Those other girls, they were just like, oh, I can't go on. And we're like, look, can't go back now. It's the same distance back as it is forward. Hey, Brewski. Welcome to the live stream. I'm just Prismacolor in my Ivy and Inky Butterfly. I'm chatting about hiking and Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had a good one. If you didn't, I hope you had a good Thursday. I'm just going in and coloring some gold. Dark umber. So yeah, it was pretty fun. I had a blast. Thanks to my new medication for my hip, I wasn't dying. I was really afraid that I'd run out of medication, so I'd gotten a slightly early refill, and so I had my medication. I was able to make it the 6.3 miles. And I'm forcing a corner here. You see it making a dark little line here. So I'm forcing a corner in here. I did it here and here. So I'm just doing it down here. Gives me an edge to work off of. Like, I don't necessarily like in here because there's no edge to work off of. But I'll figure it out. No big. No big. But yeah, so my daughter and I went hiking 2 weekends ago. And she was like, oh, I want to do it again. I'm just like, excuse me. I was like, sure, honey. Well, my husband's all about it. So I was like, all right, we'll go. We went on a little 2.5 mile hike. It was adorable. And like, oh, cool. We'll just keep doing this. I'm taking the umber and just kind of going wherever I want with it. Kind of just working in this bottom corner. Normally I start from the top and kind of like work my way angular down. For whatever reason, I started here and now I can't seem to move. So I'm kind of stuck here, which means I'm I'm going to have to figure out something for when I go to work up here. That's okay. But yeah, the girls were not terribly interested in the hike at first. They were like, oh, we're going to go down the Hidden Rock Trail. And we went up, and there were these rocks just jutting out. And the girls got to climb on them, and we took pictures, and so they got a little more into it. And then we just kind of kept going, and they were like, oh, I wonder what's down this trail. Oh, I wonder what's down this way. Oh, I wonder. So they ended up getting into it. And then we're like, oh, cool, we can go do this, next weekend. And they're like, no. So for as much as they pretended to be into it, they really weren't. But I guarantee if we get them out again, they'll be just fine. All right, Brewski, you have a good dinner. I was like, what can I make that'll take the least amount of effort? Because I have my game release today on EverQuest 2 at 3 p.m. I won't even get to play it until after dinner. Probably. Bye-bye, Brewski. Hopefully I'll see you later. So I was like, oh man. So there's this place called BJ's Warehouse. This is a bulk Costco type or Sam's Club or any of that. It's a bulk place, right? And I feel like I need a darker... I don't know. Let's go with that for now. I'm not going to go too much further. Nope. I gotta get the other end here. So I went there the other day because as much as my kids complain about not eating or about eating what I give them, they eat a lot. So bulk is usually the way to go. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm still recovering from a cold over Thanksgiving. But I bought, what is it? Chicken Parmesan. Usually I make it myself. I just, don't want to. I was like, oh, look. That's about the same price as what it would cost me to buy all the materials or all the ingredients to make it. Why don't I just, buy this thing? And so that's what we're having for dinner, guys. Chicken Parmesan out of a box. I usually don't like doing that, but like I said, I wanted something easy for release night. Because after dinner, Mama gonna play her game as much as I can. Because my girls, God love them. They are needy and demanding little children, which is fine. They're kids. But I'll have to take care of them, so I won't really get to play until after they go to bed, which is okay. And tomorrow I have to make a whole bunch of phone calls to get a handyman here because my landlord isn't getting an answer from the roofing guy, so she's just going to bypass him, which I think is stupid. So if you're having a roofing issue and you just had your roof replaced and you paid all that money and you have a warranty, I don't care who you are, you're coming back out here and you're going to fix it. Right? Right. Whatever. She says no. She says try to find somebody else. So Since she's not in town, she's out of state now. I have to find somebody and then get quotes and do all that. So tomorrow I'll be making lots of phone calls. I hate making phone calls because I have to be all bubbly. I'm like, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. My phone number is yada, yada. I am calling because you can never get anybody. Then I hate the people who call back and they're like, you called me? Like, dude, listen to your voicemail. That's what it's there for, right? Oh, and somebody's been spoofing my phone number. So I have an Ohio number. I didn't get it changed when I moved to North Carolina. It's still an Ohio number. It's the same number I've had for, excuse me. It's the same number I've had. Let's see. Oldest is 7. 9 years. Hi, Gad. I can't say your full name, but hello. Welcome to the live stream. I'm coloring in Inky and the Ivy Butterflies. You can see. Beautiful nameplate. Just coloring in the gold filigree and chatting away. Yellow ochre. So anyway, somebody's been spoofing my phone number and calling a Columbus number. I think it's a Columbus. It's 214. That might be Cleveland. Calling another Ohio number. And so every now and then they call me back like, you called my number. It's like, look, I have not made a phone call all day. You know. And literally, you just called me. So somebody's been spoofing my number, which ticks me off. And then I still have the lady who had the number before me, this chick named Kim. Kim still is giving out my number as though it was her. It's 9 years now. 9 years now she has not had this number, and she is still giving it. And she is giving it to her father. Because every couple years he calls and he asks for Kim, and I have to tell him, no, sir, I'm sorry. He's like, well, this is the only number I have for her. And she says it's right. It's like, well, you know, I'm sorry. And then, you know, the hospitals or doctor's offices have my number. So they keep calling for her kids' appointments and test results. And I'm just like, look, not Kim. Or I like the texts that go, yo baby, what's up? I'm like, yo baby, this isn't Kim. And they're like, who is it then? Who dis then? I'm like, this ain't nobody you're talking to. Because I can only imagine if I responded too much more, it'd go places I don't want to go in. So I was like, man. But I can't believe it. 9 years and this chick is still giving out my number like it's hers. There was a job interview one time that called back for her, and I was like, oh, she gave you the wrong number. Can you imagine? Can you imagine writing down the wrong number? Well, that makes me wonder then, is her number just like one off from mine or something, you know? Is it close? I'm just using it as much as it looks like I'm like maybe pressing down. I've got pretty flat tips here. I'm just using light pressure. But it's easier for me to flick up and down like this than it is to go like this. So I'm not using heavy pressure at all. was just thinking, I don't have very many Christmassy books. Like I have Joanna Basford's Christmas book. Yeah, Joanna's Christmas. That's what it's called. I thought it was. But I don't really have. I have The Night Before Christmas, but I really screwed the pooch on it, so I don't know if I'm going to buy another one or not. I was thinking, oh, I'll color this for the girls and read it to them, and then I screwed it up with watercolor. I was like, ugh, I don't have time to buy another one and get it here and start it. Certainly don't have time to pencil color it in time for Christmas. But that would be cute, right? Like maybe I could do it for next year. Ooh, I'm getting a headache. Okay. Off to my Sunburst Yellow, my favorite. I go to Dick Blick. So on my last project, I used, was this warm gray? What did I use warm gray on? I don't remember, but it started crumbling. And, excuse me, it started crumbling. And so I used my heat gun, and I didn't go far enough down the barrel with the heat gun, so I sharpened it. It was fine, and then I go to sharpen it again, and it crumbled again. So I told my husband, like, oh, I've got to order, because I don't have an extra one. I got to order 70% warm gray. And I was like, but at Dick Blick, it's like $6 shipping, so I can't justify a $2 pencil, less than $2 pencil, and $6 shipping. So I can't justify that. It's like, well, then I guess you'll have to wait until either you go to Jerry's or you have more to order from Dick Blick. I was like, well, I mean, I could order more. And he just looks at me like, really? That's going to be your way in? It's like, oh, I could order more. So then I would just get free shipping, right? That's my big thing. If there's free shipping after a certain order amount, I usually try to make that amount. So I think it ends up being a good deal. I mean, I was going to order it anyway, right? With or without the shipping. But it just means I can order more because I don't have to worry about $6 shipping, right? Right? Look, my logic is terrible. It really is. I have to get better. I'm trying. I haven't bought any pencil supplies or art supplies in a couple months. So there's that, right? I think I went too far. Oh well. It'll be okay. Excuse me. Kind of doing a medium pressure on this because I like the color of it. Really want it to shine through even the browns. So I'm kind of doing a little heavier pressure. Plus I'm on this is the 4th layer. So, got other stuff under it. That was a low airplane. I think I'll finish this little bit of filigree and then I might start on some of the gemstones here. See how that goes. I was going to go to the gym, but then, you know, I decided not to, which is a shame. I should be ashamed. I should. I have a gym membership and I haven't gone in months. Finding the motivation has been somewhat difficult. So this is my Deco yellow. Nice light creamy yellow. I might actually pull out the cream for the last little end bit. Ooh, my house is settling. That was weird. Big old pop upstairs. Not creepy at all. Not creepy at all. Oh, you know what? I just can't. That's too much. It's too much. Actually. Take that dark umber. Light umber. Yellow ochre. Last year, I could go to the gym after I dropped oldest off at the bus stop and got her on the bus. Sunburst. I would take the youngest, walk back home. Hop in the car and go. But there was nobody else at the bus stop. There were no other kids, there were no other parents, it was just us. And this year there's like other people. And so I feel weird. And I shouldn't. I know it. Intellectually, I know it. Emotionally, not so much. It kind of bugs me to go out there because, excuse me, I have gained weight. Much weight. I am the heaviest I've ever, I shouldn't say that. I was the heaviest when I had my youngest. That was the heaviest I'd ever been. Oh. But I'm still pretty up there. So I need to go. And it shouldn't bother me, but it does. So I need to go and I need to start and I need to like kick my butt. Also, I'm paying for a membership and I'm not using it, so that's wasted money. I'm going to take the cream now, just in this little spot right here. I'm going to take the white, the baby white. I always rub off the tip to get off whatever was on there previously. And while it was still the gold from the last time I used it, I don't necessarily want to start out with gold because a lot of times I start in the lightest area and I don't want to put gold where there isn't gold. So I am doing a medium pressure. I'm not burnishing, I'm not blending even. I'm not pressing hard enough to damage the tooth of the paper. I don't think this paper needs that type of treatment. And I'm starting to enjoy having a little bit of the tooth. I think me fighting to have a super smooth picture was me fighting myself. So look, that looks perfect. Look at it. I think it looks just fine. So let's see. I'm gonna need my sharpener. My to-go on a 3. Let's see, there's a... Uh-oh. You gonna crumble? See? I don't know if you can see that, but there's a crack right there. Hold on. Heat gun. See? I turn the pencil. I'm going to try to get it, like I want it to melt. That should be good. I don't know if you can see, but there's a shine on that. I don't know if you can tell. That's warm. There's a shine on this. It's still got a little crack. Well, not a crack, it's got a chip. So I'm gonna set this to the side, let it cool down. I sharpen the others. There's the pomegranate. And then I also pulled out pink and deco pink for the gems. And then of course the white. So let's see, is this cool enough? I'm gonna try. Dang it, that didn't work. It still ended up breaking. So oh, it's a little crumbly. That just bugs me. And this is an older set. I've heard that their quality control has gotten better, which is awesome sauce. There we go. That wasn't too bad. But this is an old set. Like this is a year old at least. So is pomegranate my dark one? I feel like I need something darker than pomegranate. Black raspberry, black cherry. Let's see, I think I need something just a little darker. So that's black raspberry. That's black cherry. I like black cherry. And is raspberry magenta different enough? Or pomegranate? Magenta. I guess they are. They just don't look it, you know? Like when you're looking at it, they just don't look different enough. Okay. Slide it back over there. Let's work on a gem. Move. Let me chirping my baby. I'll be so sad when this little white's all done. Okay, so let's start out with pomegranate. And I'm gonna go work on one of these top corner ones. picking random spots for the dark. And that isn't even the darkest. I will go in and use a little bit of the black cherry. But for right now, I don't necessarily want to put in the dark, you know? I have no light source, or I've not decided on a light source. So this just kind of is. It just is. I feel like I need one more. There we go. Yeah, so I didn't pick a light source. I don't really have a place where light's coming from. I'm going on the magenta now. You see, I'm holding it pretty far back using very little pressure. And just, this is random in the moment. I didn't plan any of this. There's some magenta. Some magenta. Let's see, pink. Yeah, so this is just as random as it comes, where I feel the gem could benefit from a touch of color. And deco pink. Deco. I am leaving white spots. I'm going to take my black cherry and just touch in a little darkness where I had the raspberry. So now I'm just going to go and repeat what I just did, because why not? Actually, because I want more depth of color. Again, keep it light. You move it a little bit more if you feel you need. Need it to go further. Because with that black cherry in there, let's see, I'm actually going to take some white. And this is actually just kind of blocking out where I want to keep the light areas. And I will go over this with a gel pen to help give that effect. Let's see, magenta. Just get it nice and dark in that corner. I'm still not pressing hard. I mean, I'm pressing harder. I'm doing a medium. Not even a medium, just like a normal pressure. And then feathering out a little bit. You can just see it really coming to life. But I do want it darker in those corners. And along that edge, I think. Along the edges and the corners. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that with Prismacolor. That's a big no-no. It'll smear on me in a heartbeat. Let's see, up here. I'm curious though, what are you guys working on? What is on your palette? Palette. Ha ha ha. What's on your plate? What are your plans? Let's see, pink. I almost pulled the trigger on ordering another Uber salad from Jen Katz and her Doodle Day booklets. So she's got Doodle Day booklets. You should totally go see her Doodle Day booklets up on her Etsy. But I almost pulled the trigger. I was like, oh, I could use another book. I have the booklet. I want the bound book, right? It's like, no, Melissa. Christmas time. Be good. I was like, damn it. Dang it. Darn it. Shoot. Oh, see? I'm bad. Let's see. See? Look at me. I'm so used to just flicking with a finger. Go in and really make sure that this stays white. I am using a medium pressure right now because I want right here to stay white. No matter what I do, I want that. See, look at me. It's a force of habit. I would like some light to stay in here, and I'm using medium pressure because I do want to work up that wax barrier. So I am a self-professed non-Prismacolor liker person. I may be changing my mind, and that's okay. I feel bad that I've hated on Prismacolor, and I think most of my frustration is just the way I thought I had to color with them. And the breakage. So much the breakage. Like I really want to buy another set just so I can have a newer set with less breakage. But I'm not going to. I'm going to be good. Be good. Doesn't that black cherry really adds a nice little touch there. Pomegranate. And if you put the pomegranate and the black cherry together, it darkens it up even more. I have a little bit of a line here I want to get rid of. I want it faded, so I'm going to kind of fade it down a little bit. Got the same thing going here. I want it to be a smooth transition. I don't want it to be a harsh line between the colors, you know. It's supposed to be a smooth transition in my mind. I'm really just coloring in the same spots over and over and over again. That's okay. That is okay. Magenta. So get that corner and that line right there. Get that nice and saturated with color. So is anybody out there one of those people who have had their Christmas shopping done, or they just finished it? Because honestly, December 8th is when I will do my Christmas shopping. And then I will get to Ohio. I'll be like, oh, ooh, there's a, oh, I don't like that. What is that? There's like a little, I don't know if you can see that, little dot right there. Let's see if I can get my head down in here. It's really weird. I hope my head's not in the way. I can't see. It's really weird. Like something on there. See if I can't. There we go. White to the rescue. Keep this. Help keep that faded out. Yeah, I am not, like, I am shopping on New Year's. I'm Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. Because we go to Ohio, and what I don't like to do is take toys with me and try to hide them from the kids in a car that we're in for 8 hours. So what I do is I ship them to my mom's house. I buy something, I say, hey Mom, I expect a package, here's the tracking. And she does, she takes them, she puts them up in the room where we stay, she puts it in the closet, and ta-da, we have we have our Christmas stuff. It's awesome. So I wait to the last minute, because, you know, I'm that type of person anyway. This is Deco Pink, and I'm actually going to, like, merge these two here. I think that might be good. The magenta and the pink. Merge it with the Deco Pink. Merge this right here. There we go. There we go. I like it. Take the white. Just kind of smooth that out. Soften. You see how that softens? Oh, God love a white. I like it. I'm almost done with this gem, I think. Yeah, so I send this stuff to my mom. And it's fun. And then, you know, oops. I have to wrap it, and my mom takes the girls somewhere, and we leave a note at home for Santa that we are not here. We're in Ohio. I also email him. The girls have me email Santa and let him know that we won't be at our house. We'll be at Grandma's. So, there, I like that. I like that a lot. That's way better than I thought it would be. So I'm going to try with my Jelly Roll pen. I may move to a Posca or the Uniball Signo. So I've got to get the gel flowing. So this paper, God love it. It'll be with this page until I'm done. So say I just got there we go. I shouldn't do this yet because I still haven't colored around it. But shh, for the purposes of this video. There we go. What do you think? The jelly roll is more transparent than some of the other white gel pens out there. The Sakura, no, this is Sakura, the Uniball Signo. It only comes in broad, and that's really my only problem with that, is it's a little too broad. This is a little, clean the tip here. This is a little smaller, but it's more transparent. The Posca and the Uniball Signo is more opaque. So it all depends on the effect you're going for. I don't necessarily want to get rid of the lines here, but I do want to dampen them. So, and this gel pen works for that. And I also use whiteout sometimes. Like this whiteout, the Bic whiteout pens. I'll use them sometimes, depending on what I want to do, because they do have a thinner point. They're more opaque than the jelly roll, and they have the smaller point than this. So I'll use those on occasion too, but they chip off real easy, so you really don't want to. You really don't want to use them to color if you're going to color over it. I'm going over it again with an extremely light hand because I can rub it off if I'm not careful. See, like right there. That wasn't dry enough to go over it again. So, how does that? That looks pretty good. I'm looking at it through the camera, so that I like it. Let's see. Kind of want to do like a. See, I need a. Oops. Need a more opaque. Which one have I been using? I've been using this one. I have 3 of these, and I try to use one at a time. Gotta get it going, flowing. Gotta get it flowing over. See, it works just fine on the paper, but when I start going over the wax, it's when it starts to stop. There we go. Just a little bit of shine mark in there. Just a little. I don't necessarily like to overdo it. Let's see. Let's do a green leaf while we're at it. I think I still got time. Yeah, I still got time. Let's do a green leaf. Sharpen my pencils. Pray none of them are shattering or breaking or anything. There we go. So I chose peacock green, parrot green, and light green. It's the turquoise spectrum of the greens. The bluey greens. Yes. So, and if all goes well, I'll probably do some of these things in here. We'll see. So peacock green. This is a tight area, so I'm not going to do my far away. I'm still going to try to keep a light hand. So that was peacock. This is parrot. Because these are such small leaves, I'm not going to go get fancy on them. And light green. Not going to get terribly fancy. Just dark where there should be shadow, going up to light. I'm not sure what color I necessarily want the flowers to be yet. Go back in, that didn't get dark enough for me. Because I don't want to have to go in with a black or anything. If I can avoid it, I will avoid shadowing with black. I don't know, can you see that? I think so. So, just going to do a couple here. These are small leaves. Sharp pencil, turn your pencil. Keep a sharp point. Try not to have a harsh line if you can avoid it. It's such a small area that it is very hard to keep from getting a sharp line between the colors. And in all reality, I'll likely be the only one to see it. So I was thinking I might color one of these for my niece. My only niece. I have nothing but nephews on both sides, husband's side and my side. But I have one niece. I was thinking I might color this for her, for Josie. But I don't know. I might give one to her mom to color. Nope. My sister and I said we were not getting anybody present, either of us presents. And I told her I would stick by it this time. And she better too. I told her I don't even want a present from niece and nephew. Because last year she said no presents between us, but then my nephew caught me something. I was like, seriously? I thought we said no presents. She was like, well, I meant between us. I was like, oh. I felt like a douche nozzle. Because I didn't get her anything from my girls. She was like, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not. It was fine. She didn't care. I know she didn't care. That's the only good thing is I know for a fact it did not bother her. There are people like, oh, it's okay. And then they're silently seething. Like, oh, how did they not know? But no, my sister, like, legit, she was fine. She didn't care. Which is nice. I like that I don't have to second guess my sister. Some little leaves. There's so many. I'm gonna do these leaves. Right. Just a little bit of that peacock green there in the middle. And parrot green.